They call me Bob the Beast Sapp. Sounds good. Always an honor, boss. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Show him. Show him. Good. Take a picture. Yeah. Come on, get a picture.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna sit here with the beast, Mr. Bob Sapp. He was fighting long time in the K1. He's really famous in Japan. Maybe not everybody know him, so introduce yourself, Bob.
They call me Bob the Beast Sapp. So basically, to say what I've done in Japan and around the world, well, I've come from the University of Washington where I played collegiate football. I went on to the NFL. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I lasted only for basically about a year and a half.
But why you stopped?
NFL, I got injured, but you know, I played a position known as ass back. That means I ran on the field and coach said, Bob, bring your ass back. So, you know, unfortunately, that my football career obviously worked out. I went on to pro wrestling, WCW, and that's why usually when they hear me when I communicate, they hear the beast. And of course, I got that those antics and characteristics from professional wrestling. I brought that, what I learned in professional wrestling, I brought that over to K1. It became quite popular with the two personas going back and forth, and with my body weight at the time, I weighed roughly between 170 and 200 kilos when I came over to
big beast
K1.
to K1 that time.
Yes. And,
technically not good, but when he touches it can be over one punch.
That's right, yes. And so
really strong, you know.
And I was able to fight on a former champion, or we can say one of the best legends of the sport, which is not only yourself, but of course I'm speaking of Ernesto Hus. So
you beat him.
Ended up beating him twice.
A little bit
yes, a little. Yes. And I also did MMA as well. So I had a quite famous match against Nogueira.
Yeah, I saw it.
Where I picked him in.
You took him up and you threw him.
Almost broke his neck in the ring.
Yeah, it was really a good fight.
Yes, absolutely. And those fights were what I had when I had well under 3 weeks of training experience or even fighting in the ring. So I basically was a beginner and did these things with 2 weeks, 10 days fighting and a week fighting, things like
that.
this.
And the thing, these guys, Nogueira were really the world top. Nogueira, Ernesto, this was the top of K1. And Nogueira and Pride, he was champion long time.
That's right.
So he did a really good job. Did
a good job, that's right. Yeah. So, you know, and so of course I went against you, lost. He hit me with the knee. It was a very fast, I think. But they started rioting that time. Remember that?
Yeah.
They were so angry. They started throwing it. Oh, yes. And they threw the apple. It hit. It was an amateur. And they threw the apple and it hit Leila Ali in the head. When she was commentating for your fight, and they threw the apple and Peter Graham and Nick Pettis was my cornerman, and they had to get me out of there. And everybody was rioting and fighting. Remember this? And they flipped over the taxi, and it was crazy. So we had to go out of there.
But Holland is different.
Yeah.
Holland is totally different from the rest of the world.
Yes, it sure is.
Dutch people are more aggressive.
I'll say it was a very crazy situation, that riot.
I bring now 9 guys to breaking down also from Holland.
Wow.
They're a little bit similar. They're also a little bit in my a little bit criminal guys, but
a little exciting.
A little bit street guys.
A little exciting, and
but you're still fighting it.
So now I am retired from fighting, but I do engage in a couple of combat entertainment or a little bit. But primarily, I do what's called mobility or longevity training. The name of that is
longevity, that you live a longer time.
Yes. So, and I call my routine Solomon Zambia. And so before I weighed 200 kilograms, now I'm roughly about 140 kilograms.
Yeah, but you look much better.
Thank you.
Your belly is good now.
Yes, so he said I used to have a belly, so.
How old are you now, Bob?
I'm 49. I will be 50 in a few months.
Oh my God! 50 years in a body like this.
Yes. So, and I managed to stay primarily within my same flexibility here, so we can see if we can.
So you can make a high kick to next month.
So I've managed to keep all of my flexibility. I do roughly 1,000 abdominal exercises, 1,000 pull-ups, 1,000 bar dips. I do pistol squats. And I train with the pistol
But
squats.
not heavy weights you do.
I do body weight, and then if I do use weight, I'm on a different angle, so it's a heavier weight. It's a heavier. The body, it makes it seem like it's heavier, but it is a light weight. So the most weights I will lift now is roughly between 50 pounds and 75 pounds. That's it.
Okay, none more.
No.
Yeah.
I will not do more than that.
And your food, you watch your food very well, because a body like this you don't get for free. Yeah?
Yes, no. So I like to eat your simple protein. So basically, I have a 10 egg pasteurized shake with 20 grams of creatine, and then and the very important, the protein that I use is no longer whey protein. I substitute that with collagen 2, type 2, unnatured protein, which is good for the joints.
Okay.
And staying young.
Yeah, I always take whey protein, so it's not good for me to take.
No, well, if you're going to use it, you should definitely increase your collagen type 2 protein, because as we're getting older, we like to get the wrinkles. Bye-bye. We want our limbs and joints to be strong. No longer do we care about being large and big and muscular, because we're no professional in any of that. We're no professional bodybuilders. We're no professional athletes. So we need to be professional longevity athletes.
And like longevity, I heard you have to eat, and sometimes you must be hungry too. So
Yes.
not on those two.
Yes, that's correct. So you're
Now
talking
I'm
about
doing the
fasting.
same. I'm doing now also like intermittent fasting. I do a lot now.
That's right.
Like 8 hours, 6 hours eat, and but it's really good, you think?
It is good with fasting. I do recommend that if anyone's doing fasting, of course, we always check with our physician, all these other things that we say, right?
Yeah.
But I like using my intermittent fasting with taking either a metformin or berberine to help keep the sugars and things lower. So from when because as soon as you get off of your fast, you just want to eat anything that's in front of you. So this will have you slow that process down, and you say, okay, can now eat the.
Metformin is for blood pressure.
It helps regulate your blood, so it can.
Blood sugar.
That's right. But it helps regulate everything, so you're totally
So it's
fine.
really good to take.
It is very nice.
You take it every day?
I take berberine instead of metformin because a little cheaper.
Okay, and metformin you have to go to.
Well, I live in Thailand, so I can simply go to the pharmacy and purchase it. However, like I said, I do like berberine just because it is cheaper in compared to the metformin.
And it's a natural product.
It's considered natural. However, again, this is more of I'm also a big person when I am someone who always is thinking of financially as well. So if I can get something cheaper, I'm going to go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? So,
I'm really interested. I'm watching how many things. Dr. David Sinclair.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's also the anti-aging.
Yes, yes.
I watch some movies also, and I do the intermittent fasting a lot.
Yes.
What you take, I take the most of the carbs out. You told me.
Yes, absolutely. Taking the carbs out. And what's very important, and particularly what I would recommend for you is, of course, going to be that Solomon Zambia longevity mobility training, because it can really make a big difference, and particularly for you because you are a former professional athlete. So it is a really, really big situation for you, because your joints and your limbs start really aching and getting hurting. And now, but when you're working your body only using the body weight, it will stop all of that because there's no limit on it. So if you have a hurt knee, for example, and you are doing your longevity mobility training, hey, I'm going to put you on the slant boards and really so that you're kind of elevated. And then you're going to be on here. But when we hold this horse stance, you're going to hold it for 30 minutes. We're going to really keep pushing 30.
Minutes.
Yes. So we're gonna push that in, right? But listen, what that does. Now, is it 30 minutes straight? No, it's gonna be 30 minutes. If you get a minute, then you're gonna sit down. I'm say, okay. Now you got 29 minutes of that state to hold that state. So then you rest, and then but you don't stop until you get 30 minutes. Okay. Just like when it's 1,000 reps. You're not going to stop till you get 1,000 reps. But you can work into it. When you first work into it, it's 5 reps on the minute, every minute for 40 minutes. That's 200 reps. That you have to do as a beginner. I just went and worked out with a group of kids here that really that looked me up online that wanted to work out, and they said, hey, let's see what it's about. A lot of YouTubers and professional athletes see my Instagram at Bob Sapp Official. They see this and they write me direct messages, say, I want to come down to Thailand and work out with you. And I've been doing that. And when I came to Japan, a group of kids wanted to work out with me. I just worked out with them. They finished it and they said, what are we going to do today? Yes, and I said, we have 200 pull-ups and another 600 abdominals we got to get done on top of your stretching routine and your planks. Let's get it done.
You stretch a lot too.
Absolutely, stretching a lot is definitely crucial. So, I mean, we can still do all of those same stretches. So I get down, you know, and I do all of the same stretches.
Bobby look like an acrobat.
No problem.
Really? Yeah.
So I still do, still doing all of those things. Again, pull-ups, bar dips, push-ups, diamond push-ups, I should say. When what I always tell everybody, look through. I'm 49 years of age. Look through for any NFL, any basketball player, any fighter. Look through at their age and compare them to me. It's no problem. Make your own decision. Okay, so nobody's just found that guy yet at all. 5. If I'm going to do 5 on the minute every minute, then that's going to take me like 3 hours to whatever. But if no, I'm going to increase it usually to 10 at that point. You know what I mean? So it's a little easier for me to do. And they're pull-ups, and you can get them done. I'm fortunate because I am retired. So if it takes me 7 to 8 hours, it's fine.
Okay.
There's nothing else I'm going to be doing other than playing video games.
Oh, super. It's good to talk to you, my brother.
Sir.
And let's have contact before the fight.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Always an honor.
Thank you very much for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Bro, K1 people.
Yeah.